Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Today we're shifting gears to explore a development that's shaking the foundations of Europe. Germany, the engine of the EU's economy, is stalling, and the impact could be catastrophic. From a manufacturing slowdown to an escalating energy crisis, the cracks in Germany's once indomitable framework are deepening. Stick with us as we break down the 7 pivotal factors steering Germany's economic downturn and the seismic ripple effects across Europe. Number 7. Germany's manufacturing machine stalls. Germany's manufacturing, once the backbone of its economy, is facing a sharp decline. In early 2024, new orders fell by 11.3%, marking a significant contraction fueled by high energy costs and stiff competition from countries like China. German industries, including the pivotal automotive sector, are struggling to adapt to the rapid shift toward electric vehicles and sustainable technologies, resulting in major job cuts and reduced output. This downturn is not just a national issue. As the EU's largest economy, Germany's industrial health is critical to Europe's stability. A weakened manufacturing sector threatens to disrupt supply chains, reduce exports, and erode investor confidence across the continent. The ripple effects of Germany's struggles are a stark reminder of how interconnected Europe's economies truly are. Number 6. Energy crisis in overdrive. Germany's reliance on Russian natural gas left it vulnerable when supplies were curtailed, driving energy prices to unprecedented highs and exposing infrastructure weaknesses. Compounding the issue, the decision to phase out nuclear power removed a stable, low-carbon energy source, leaving the transition to renewables lagging due to regulatory hurdles and underdeveloped infrastructure. To mitigate the crisis, the government proposed subsidies to stabilize electricity costs, but political instability has delayed progress. These energy challenges are severely impacting Germany's industrial sector, increasing operational costs and reducing competitiveness in global markets. The urgent need to diversify energy sources and accelerate renewable adoption is clear. However, achieving energy security while navigating political and economic uncertainties presents a formidable challenge for Germany's future stability and its role as Europe's economic leader. Number 5. Renewable energy, roadblocks and resistance. Germany's Energiewende aimed to lead in renewable energy, investing heavily in wind and solar power to cut emissions and phase out fossil fuels. However, challenges have slowed progress. Renewable energy's variability causes supply fluctuations, often requiring reliance on coal and gas during low output periods. Additionally, public opposition to wind farms, bureaucratic delays, and an outdated grid have hindered infrastructure expansion. Financially, subsidies for renewables have strained public resources, further complicated by the economic downturn. These setbacks have sparked debate over funding and slowed momentum. Despite obstacles, Germany remains committed to its climate goals, with the 2025 budget allocating record investments in renewable energy and industrial decarbonization. Success depends on overcoming regulatory, technical, and financial hurdles to create a sustainable energy future. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 4. Political turmoil and public outrage. Economic woes and energy struggles have thrown Germany into political disarray. In late 2024, the coalition government collapsed, unable to agree on a cohesive strategy to address the crisis. This left Germany rudderless at a time when strong leadership was critical. The public's patience is wearing thin. Massive protests have erupted, fueled by rising costs, job losses, and growing discontent with government inaction. Populist movements are seizing the moment, offering quick fixes and challenging Germany's traditional political elite. The ramifications extend beyond Germany's borders. As the EU's anchor, Germany's instability leaves the bloc adrift. With Germany distracted by domestic challenges, the EU faces mounting difficulties in addressing collective crises, from trade disruptions to climate initiatives. Number 3. The EU's dependence on Germany. Germany has long been the EU's economic backbone, driving policies, trade, and financial support for struggling member states. However, its current economic struggles threaten this stability. France, Germany's key partner, is also battling high inflation and stagnation, creating a leadership void smaller member states cannot fill. Countries like Spain and Italy, already strained by reduced trade with Germany, are now facing broader economic slowdowns. Germany's weakened influence has emboldened dissenting nations like Hungary and Poland, challenging EU unity and centralized authority. This discord undermines the bloc's ability to address collective challenges. Given the interconnected nature of the EU's economies, Germany's decline risks triggering a continent-wide slowdown, forcing member states to reconsider dependencies and alliances, with lasting implications for Europe's political and economic stability. Number 2. Global shifts in economic power. Germany's decline is accelerating a global economic shift. Emerging economies like China, India, and Brazil are investing heavily in technology, infrastructure, and renewable energy, challenging Western dominance. China, in particular, has capitalized on Germany's struggles, expanding its market share in automotive manufacturing and machinery. Chinese EV makers, supported by subsidies and aggressive marketing, are outperforming German brands in affordability and innovation. India, leveraging its growing tech sector and youthful workforce, is attracting investments previously destined for Europe. Its infrastructure and renewable energy projects are further boosting its global appeal. These changes highlight the decline of Western economic dominance and underscore Germany's challenge to maintain relevance in a rapidly evolving landscape. To stay competitive, Germany and the EU must embrace innovation, diversify strategies, and build stronger ties with emerging markets. Number 1. The domino effect on Europe's stability. Germany's economic downturn is triggering a domino effect throughout Europe. Heavily reliant on German trade, countries like France, Italy, and Spain are now grappling with reduced export demand, rising unemployment, and mounting debt. Politically, the vacuum left by Germany's struggles is palpable. As a key mediator in EU disputes and a leader on climate, trade, and security initiatives, Germany's weakening influence leaves the bloc fragmented. Member states are increasingly pursuing their own agendas, potentially undermining collective goals. Globally, the ripple effects are equally profound. With the EU's influence waning, other regions, particularly Asia and the Americas, are stepping up to fill the void. This shift in global power dynamics raises serious questions about Europe's ability to remain a dominant force on the international stage. Verdict: can Europe overcome Germany's decline? Germany's challenges are a wake-up call for Europe. The road to recovery demands bold action. Germany must tackle its energy crisis, rejuvenate its manufacturing sector, and restore confidence in its political leadership. For the EU, unity and shared responsibility are essential to navigate these turbulent times. So, what do you think? Can Germany and the EU rise to this challenge? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a new global power dynamic? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more updates from Piston Pundit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.